So I got a lot of flack for a post that I made a couple days ago. And I want to set the record straight on a couple things. Number one, just to be very clear, I'm not anti-opioid accessibility for people in chronic pain. At the same time, part of my post was to push back against the opioid first and the opioid only narrative in the medical model. That is probably one of the most frustrating things that I see in my practice, and I want to make sure that's very clear. I know that Claudia does a lot of great work. I actually agree with almost all of her content, about 90% of it. The one thing that really frustrates me, and what I was kind of laughing at is because she's not the only one that says this, is that opioids are the only thing we have in chronic pain world that actually reduces pain. And the answer is that's not true. I know a lot of people posted that their doctors have told them that the only thing they can do is manage their pain, or there's nothing they can do and it's the end of the road. That really frustrates me. I believe that one of the reasons why so many people are in chronic pain is because of how the traditional medical model is so inept at treating pain in the first place. And I think a lot of people that posted really angrily at me is because they have been hurt and ignored and unfortunately not well treated in the medical model. And that's just as frustrating to me as Claudia and the rest of you. One thing I do want to address is many of you kind of called me out. I was like, what can you do to help chronic, fibromyalgia or Ehlers-Danlos or autoimmune disorders and things like that? And I will tell you that many patients that come into our clinic, we treat those very things and we do it very successfully. Now, can I get rid of someone's Ehlers-Danlos? No, I can't. But what I can do is make them feel a lot better while living. And I think that's the whole point of opioid medications, is to actually be able to live. And so can I take someone's, rheumatoid arthritis away? No, but I have several clients that see me on a quarterly basis that are asymptomatic because of the treatment that we do. Many of you said that there's no cure for my problems. One thing I do want to say is just because the traditional medical model has failed you and doesn't have answers doesn't mean that the answers aren't out there somewhere. And, many of you called me out, well, you don't live with chronic pain. My wife and I lived in really severe chronic illness for a number of years for a number of reasons. And we went to the medical doctors, we went to the different people, and person after person after person. My wife actually had one doctor tell her, the reason why you're having a hard time breathing is because you talk too fast. Okay, that's the kind of frustration that my wife and I went through. And it wasn't until we found our person that had the answers that actually helped us. And I want to tell you guys that there are more answers than all the ablations and the stupid spinal stimulators that you guys have had. And I know that that's something that Claudia rails against. Many of you said that your doctors told you that there's nothing you can do, that all we can do is manage your pain. There's nothing we can do except control your pain. And I want to tell you that's a cop-out. I believe it's a cop-out. Now, does it mean that all of you can be fixed by something or another? No. There are a percentage of you that your problems are permanent and intractable and you need opioid medications. I also would like to believe there's a subset of this population that actually can get answers, that actually can get better. So I just want to end with this. I'm on your side. I'm with you. I want you to have opioid medications. And at the same time, I believe there's better for you. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you want to call me a quack, you want to call me an asshole, you want to call me bad things, that's fine. I'll take that, because if I can reach just half of you, if I can just reach 10 of you, that would be worth it to me.